right. All right, yeah. It looks like we're live on YouTube. It's 3 p.m. Everybody is slowly but surely coming over. Thank you guys for being here. Claire, it sucks because you can't see the YouTube chat. Or maybe let me send you the link so maybe you want to put
Oh
it in
yeah,
the
I can like open it
um
up on.
oh yeah, I'm like I don't know if you want to be able to see the chat, but
I do like
I
seeing
can
the
see the
chat.
chat. Um, welcome everybody. We got some homies in here. We like the title says, we're here with your favorite influencer's favorite influencer. I kind of came up with that nice little thing. Claire
That was good.
Liz. Yeah, right?
I
I was
like
like,
that.
yeah, when I came up with it, I was like, geez, you are a marketing whiz. Like you're pretty good at this, Kevin. So I'm super excited to be here and talking with you, Claire. I think you have an amazing story, like just everything that you're working on in terms of helping creators, doing fashion, like I mean moving to New York, which we'll talk about. Like I think it's all just crazy and such a vibe and you just your whole presence is like something a lot of influencers should take note of and follow. So I mean, I'm excited that we have you. I'm excited we get to talk to you. I'm excited for everybody that's in our Discord that's gonna learn from you. Yeah, super excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me. That was such a good intro. Love it.
Yeah. I try. But yes, we are here with Claire. As you guys can see in the event, we're talking everything Claire. If you have any questions about Claire, the first and only creator coach in the Club Infuse Discord, in the Club Infuse community, drop them in the YouTube chat, learn more about her, learn more about her offerings. Today we're gonna dive deep into Claire and just learn more about her as a person. I already see some people chatting. Senpai said hello. What's up? Hope you're doing
Hello.
well. Um, but let's get into it. Claire, I mean, I'd love to. There's so many things to learn about you, your background, where you're from, about your fashion, about your creator coach. But I want to start from the beginning. Um, Tell us, Claire, where are you from? A little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'll tell you guys how I got started in this whole like industry and stuff. So I graduated from the University of Michigan in 2021, and from my like when I graduated, I went full time in content creation. And so I started like creating content around like March of 2020, like peak pandemic. I've always wanted to do social media, like something with video, even like editing. I wanted to be like a video editor for like just because I love the whole production aspect and like being creative and having your own, which I realized film editors do not have any creative control because it is like the producer that's telling them what to do. So that dream died very quickly. Um, but I always wanted to do it, but I was really like anxious and scared of like what people were gonna think about me, if I was gonna get bullied at school. Like I always heard all these things of like people getting made fun of and then like stopping like their YouTube channel or something. And so when the pandemic hit, there was no one around me and I like wasn't interacting with anyone. So I was like, whatever. Um, I'm just gonna start posting my outfits for fun because it gives me something to do. I would like set up my tripod or like have a family member go out like sign next to my house and like take a photo of me with my outfit and I would just post it on Instagram. And so I just kind of started posting from March until September of 2020. And so like my senior year was starting and I like signed up to do this college ambassador program. It was through the influencer agency Riddle and Bloom, but it was Amazon Prime student influencer program. So basically you just had to post like a Instagram photo of like you using Amazon products and how like they help you at college and school. There's a ton of college ambassador programs and they're definitely if you're a college student, they're very beneficial to like get into. But in order to be in that program, they made me download TikTok, which I like had TikTok, but I wasn't posting anything on it. But that was like one of the deliverables was like posting a TikTok like every week or something. And so I created a new TikTok account and I just kind of started posting on there for the requirements. And while I was doing that, I also kind of started posting some like behind the scenes of my Instagram. So I would do like weekly growth updates, like how this week, like what I was doing in order to get those followers. And during that time, I was also learning so much about reaching out to brands because I had grown my following to about like, I think I was at like 5,000 followers, maybe 6,000. I mean, I had like zero on TikTok. It was just when TikTok started taking off. And brands were like, instead of, oh, we just want an Instagram info post, they were like, we want a TikTok. I saw the entire switch and it was really crazy to see. But yeah, I just kind of started posting behind the scenes of like what a media kit was, like what brands I was reaching out to that day for like some gifted product or something. Just sharing everything I could, and people really started to like it on TikTok. People were really interested in it because, as far as I had seen before, no one was like pulling back that curtain and being like, "Hey, if you want to like be a creator, like this is how you do it." It's kind of like when you see celebrities growing up and you're like, how did they get there? Like how, like what are the steps? How do I do that? And no one,
Hmm.
there's no rule book for any of this. And so I wanted to be that person that people could come to and like just I was just sharing my journey as I was learning it. Like I literally knew nothing going into this, and I've just been learning along the way, and I'm like still learning so many different things. And so that's just kind of how it started. My TikTok is more transition now into social media content creation. Like I do coaching calls, like one-on-one coaching calls with clients, with brands, with like people that aspiring creators, even like you don't even have to have a following, and I help them out as well as just posting on my TikTok every day. And then on Instagram, I post more like fashion and lifestyle for people that want like the behind the scenes on my life. And I've been able to grow my following on Instagram to I think like almost 40,000 now. And then TikTok, I have 125,000 followers. And it's been such a fun journey. And I absolutely love my job.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Like something that started almost like by coincidence, you know? It's like they said, "Hey, do this," and now it's your career and it's what you've been doing for the past two, almost going on 3 years. That's so crazy to think about, huh?
Yeah, literally. Because I was like posting videos of myself talking, like that's so awkward. And I was so nervous about what like I've just always been so scared of that. And I mean, it's definitely not gonna be like the same for everyone because everyone has different experiences. But for me, at least,
Hmm.
like everyone that I was interacting with was very like interested in it, and people were more curious than judgmental. I'm sure
Hmm.
people have like said mean things behind my back or like talked about me and stuff. Like that's just life that happens to everyone. But like I held myself back for so long because I was so worried what other people, and once I started doing it, people were like, whoa, like, how are you doing? Like, whoa, you just worked with Amazon? Like, how did that happen? And like, people were just more curious about the industry because so it's grown so much over the past even year. And so people are like really more interested in it. And now I have like friends from high school, from college that are now texting me being like, hey, like, I want to be a creator. Like, can you give me any tips or like help me out? So it's like definitely something I wouldn't be so afraid of because I know it holds a lot of people back and a lot of people have anxiety over posting, but just really pushing yourself and just trying it because it might really surprise you.
Yeah, 100%. Go out there and do it because it'll definitely surprise you. Ask any questions that you guys have from Claire in the YouTube chat. I mean, and she's in our Discord now, so you can ask her there. But I mean, I think there's definitely something so awesome in, taking a risk and having that risk pay off because you've worked with some amazing brands. I know Amazon is probably one of your big brands that you've worked with. I've seen you also have worked with Neutrogena, which is like
Mhm.
super cool. So like I'd love to learn like more about that, how that come to be. Like is like how exciting is it to work with like those brands?
Oh my God, it's so exciting, especially when it's products that you use, like Neutrogena. They have like this
Mm.
lotion. It's called the Hydro Boost lotion. And it is, I'm not joking. I've been using it since like middle school. I have like and it has like cured me and
Mhm.
made me so much more confident. And so like being able to tell them that and being like your product has like I have been a consumer of your product for like 7 years now. It's the only lotion I use, and like they're like, okay, well let's like do a partnership around our entire Hydroboost line. Those opportunities are always so cool, and I feel like those like different collaborations they come to be in two separate ways. So that there's like email, I'll reach out to the brand or the brand will reach out to me. But the Neutrogena collab actually came from like an influencer platform. It's called like Quotient. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
Quotient is what it's called, but there's so many different influencer platforms out there. There's like Aspire, hashtag paid,
Mhm.
Sway, Activate. There's so many out there, and I can like put them in my Discord chat. Like, I can do a whole like breakdown of them. But that's all another way that you can get brand deals, and then brands will reach out to you, or you can like apply to them on the platform. You have your own little profile, so they'll like approve or deny you. And brands are constantly having new opportunities. So if you don't feel super confident and you're like pitching a bill, it's great to be on those platforms. Like early on, especially, that's where I got a lot of my campaigns and was able to start getting some paid collaborations. And also, if you're like in college, doing a lot of college-based like ambassador programs, or there's a lot of like college, there's like college programs, I guess, like College Fashionista, Her Campus. There's
Mm.
so many, which I can also write them all out, but they'll like email you different opportunities, and those are like huge brands as well. Like I worked with like Kate Spade New York, which was insane. Like I've worked with like so many brands through them, and so you just kind of apply. Like they have like a Google form or something.
Hmm.
So that kind of takes like the negotiation and like the communicating back and forth out of it, because now you're just communicating with like a PR representative and not the actual brand. But it's nice because they like seek the brand out for you, and so you're not like I'm not having to reach out to Kate Spade being like, hey, let's work together like for
Hmm.
6 months.
Yeah.
Like they come to you. So I definitely recommend like applying for as many influencer platforms as you can when you're just starting out. They're very like handy to have.
Yeah. I mean, it's you could 100% tell that you're a creator coach because we're here to talk about you and you're still dropping knowledge on like our audience. Like it's kind of
That's just
crazy.
like who I am. I'm just, like always trying to help
Yeah.
everyone out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have one question. It just came from our audience. And then I want to know more about you. But first, they asked, and I think this kind of relates to the deals that you've had so far, the brands that you work with. How often have you posted ads and have you felt that your audience has stopped following you due to frequency? I feel like you don't post ads fairly often, or maybe you have a great cadence, I think, in
Yeah.
terms of posting ads. So yeah.
It's definitely been a lot of like practice. I think especially on my Instagram when I was
Hmm.
first starting out, because I would reach out to like 10 different brands a day, like just send like I mean it was the same generic pitch, which I wouldn't really recommend doing now, but that's just like what I did, just to see, and like maybe one would reply, if any. And they would like send me gifted product, and so through that I would like post on my Instagram, and with that you have to tag the brand, and you hashtag like gifted or whatever, which makes it sound more sponsory. And then as I've grown and diversified my income through like utilizing different ways, so I don't only have to rely on brand deals for like my monthly income. I post a lot less ads now, and I was actually negotiating with a brand like last. And they said they're like, "Do you even do ads on your Instagram? Because like we don't see any on your page," which I think is a good thing. But they were saying it was a bad thing or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I do think it's like good like once you start developing your following, because when you first start out you're definitely going to have to take a lot more just to build up your portfolio and stuff, and adding those different like videos or photos to your media kit, so the brand that you're pitching to actually knows that you have like a body of work, and like that you've had conversions and had success in collaborations in the past. But now I'm a lot more selective, especially on my TikTok, because I only post like social media and content creation, and not as much like lifestyle or fashion. So I have to be like
Hmm.
selecting different brand partners that actually like I would recommend to my audience, because a lot of the time it's like a new platform or something, or an app that's going to help them like reach out to brands easier, like similar to Infuse or something. And so
Hmm.
like picking out those, I'm a lot more like I get to be a lot pickier, so there aren't as many brand collaborations on my TikTok especially. I do probably do more on Instagram, I guess, like through Instagram Reels.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, that's dope. You have now a very, because you've curated your message and your audience and who you want to be seeing you on TikTok, the brand deals that come to you are highly curated. They're, pretty much exactly what you want. And now you're just picking the best, of the best. So that's dope for sure. I want to transition into your fashion. You kind of talked about it, but it's such a big part of your identity. How'd you get into it? How'd you get into fashion? How has that evolved for you? Because I feel like, and I think I saw this on your TikTok. You recently attended a pretty big like conference or an event, right, for fashion?
I mean, I've like attended like a few different ones like in the past, and like just
Hmm.
random different, like I did like Revolve Festival,
Hmm.
which was
Hmm.
maybe 3 months ago now, and that was in California, and that was a
Mhm,
really cool experience, which is like very fashion based. It was like a music festival, but also
mhm.
like fashion and working with Revolve, which was I hadn't worked with them before. And I'm like hoping once I like to New York, like there'll be like even more events
Mhm.
to attend and stuff. But I've always been like super into fashion. I'm definitely like a shopaholic, and I definitely get it from my mom and my grandma because
Yeah.
we spend every weekend like just going to the mall and like looking at clothes and stuff, and we very much like have our like personal styles. And for me, like shopping is just very therapeutic. Like I every Thursday I go to my local Salvation Army because they have student discount. Even though I'm not a student, I use my
Mhm.
25% off. It's
Yes.
just a way for me to like unplug and like just not think about things, and just like have fun expressing myself through. So it's always been something I'm like super passionate about. I love putting together outfits as well, like for shooting on Instagram, like putting together like this crazy outfit that I mean, especially in Michigan, it's like I get funny looks when I'm like out shooting, but
Mhm.
it makes it like more fun because I'm like obviously I have a really fun outfit, and then I go out to dinner or something after, and everyone's like, "Love your outfit," like loving those compliments and stuff. So it's definitely just a way for me to like express myself, and I really like shopping. Like it's like something I really like.
Nice. Do you feel like you're not just like a creator coach, but also like a fashion creator as well? Because it kind of seems like you definitely have this duality to you.
Yeah, and I definitely like that duality too
Hmm.
because I like being able to be on TikTok like this like kind of like showing the behind the scenes of what goes on because Instagram like
Hmm.
is one of my like, main platforms, and then I recently created another TikTok that's going to be more like lifestyle like fashion and stuff where I just kind of post whatever I want, but it kind of ties more into my fashion so I can like post those finds as well, like my thrift hauls, like I post one every Thursday and stuff.
Hmm.
But it's definitely nice because that like differentiates the brands that I can work with. Because I was if I was only a creator coach, which I know a lot of like of my fellow creators like in the space on TikTok, like they feel kind of limited because they can only work with those
Hmm.
brands that like help creators like work with creators like stuff that they would use like different editing apps. But for me, I can like if a brand is reaching out to me about a collaboration on TikTok and I'm like, well, that wouldn't really fit within my content, but let's like curve it over to like an Instagram reel or an in-feed post, and then I'll like send them over. Because I have like different media kits for two as well, which is kind of confusing. Like I have three different media kits. Like one is for like
Hmm.
my TikTok, one is for my Instagram, and then I have like a travel-based media kit, which is like a whole other thing. But like being able to have those like two different media kits and stuff like really helps me work with a wider variety of brands. And like definitely my like fashion, like all my people that follow me on Instagram like really like my fashion, and a lot of them are also aspiring content creators, so it like works
Hmm.
out because I'm like showing them like a cute pair of like flip-flops or something that they need, and then they'll buy it and then they'll post about it and like tag me and stuff, which is like really fun, just creating that whole chain.
That's dope. Yeah. I got another question from one of our VIPs, our mods in the
Ooh.
Discord, Kaylin. But she asked, which platform do you think has the highest amount of followers seeing your content?
I would definitely TikTok. Well, it kind of depends on the month, honestly. Because the TikTok and Instagram are different. On TikTok, you can't see impressions. So impression is like everyone that's like watching, viewing, sharing, saving your content on Instagram. They actually give you that number. So it was like last month I got 3 million. On TikTok though, you can't see that. You can only see like how many views you got all together.
Hmm.
But I think it's like probably pretty similar, honestly. It kind of depends if I'm having like a good month with like good engagement or not, because it's always changing and you never know with like if the algorithm's gonna be favoring you that month. But I think a TikTok follower is a lot less than an Instagram follower, and there's
Hmm.
a ton of like not like studies but like articles on it, like talking about the different like value and weight a follower holds because a TikTok if I follow someone on TikTok, I may like never see their content again because 99% of users are only scrolling on their For You page and not following page. Whereas on Instagram, which it's kind of shifting now, but ideally, if someone followed me, they'd be seeing my content every single day. Um,
Hmm.
but now it's kind of changed where it's like harder for people to see your content. So it's just kind of like, although I have less followers on Instagram, I feel like more of them see my content than my TikTok followers. I'm more reaching new audiences all the time and less people that are following me all the time. Because sometimes it's also hard because on TikTok, like sometimes I'll want to address only my audience and stuff and like just
Hmm.
want to talk to them and be like, you guys already know I post social media tips. Like I don't have to do that intro, but it's hard with TikTok because you constantly have to be introducing yourself in every single
Hmm.
video. Or even I have a series going on right now where it's like, is it a brand or is it a scam? Where I show like people DM me like pitch emails like from a brand. I have to show if it's actually like Urban Outfitters emailing them or if it's like this random scam that's trying to just steal their information. And it's like every time I introduce it, I have to like be like, by the way, you can DM me these and like just having a whole intro, which on Instagram, like you don't
Hmm.
really have to do that because people are already following you and they like know about your content already.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we actually did a Tuesday educational session. I think it was session. I think it was actually last week on that same topic of like how, a million followers on TikTok does not equal $1 million. And, the number, I guess you could say if you wanted to equate a follower number to a monetary metric, which is a bad idea. You should not, don't equate your followers to that. But if a million followers equated to $10,000 on TikTok, a million followers equates to 100,000 or 200,000 on Instagram. Like it's
Oh
way
yeah,
different.
definitely.
So
That's just
yeah,
a, you also think
100%.
about it, it's a lot harder to
Mm,
grow on Instagram than it is on TikTok. Like people, you see people like
mm,
blowing up, like getting a million followers overnight on TikTok, which like that's pretty
mm-hmm.
much impossible on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I think brands also when they see your two accounts, like not that they respect one more than the other, but if they see that you
Mm-hmm.
have a larger following on Instagram, they're like, oh, okay, like this person probably like might have more influence like in that space than like someone that has a million followers on TikTok, but even like poor engagement it affects both. Like if you have a ton of followers but like terrible engagement, like a brand isn't really going to want to work with you because that means that you're not really creating conversions, which is what they want. They just want people to go to their site and buy their product. So you kind of have to prove that within your content. You have to prove that you have a really engaged audience that like cares about what you have to post.
Exactly. Exactly. We're nearing the end of our Claire interview. Guys, if you have any questions, I know some people just came in. Taiwan said hello, little late to the party, but I'm here now. Welcome, welcome. Drop any questions for Claire in the chat. Tomorrow, if you come back to our YouTube channel, I think around 5, we're doing another session with Claire, where she's going to be dropping some creator knowledge on us. But last kind of question I have for you, as people get questions into the chat, is I want to know you've had this amazing creator journey. You have this awesome duality in fashion and you know create being a creator, a coach, excuse me. Wow, I'm having a mental breakdown right now. Having being a coach for content creators and helping them grow and growing your own platform as you move into your role as a coach and move into being a fashion creator. So I want to know, like, what has been your biggest creator success so far? I think a lot of creators, there's a long time before they find any success at all, and you've already found so much success. So been your biggest success for story or just any situation so far?
Yeah, I definitely think, I mean, something that's really rewarding to me, like as a creator, is getting to do my one-on-one calls, which I just started doing in January. So, I mean, I guess it's been 7 months now.
Hmm.
Like literally this year's flying by. But I started like introducing those
Yeah.
like end of January, early February, and that's been really, really rewarding because I'm able to actually see the people that are following me and like utilizing my information because it is so hard on social media because you're so like seeing the and stuff, but you don't actually see the people that are actually watching your content. And it was really cool. Like when I was at the Revolve Festival, which we talked about a little bit earlier, come up to me and was like, "Oh my God, I love your TikToks." And like that was like I was on a high for like 4 days after that. I was like, I met a
Hmm.
fan. I met someone who watches my videos because I'm like just putting this content out here and like yeah, the comments and stuff are nice, but it's like it's hard to actually visualize. And I mean, it's like who's actually looking at your content, who actually cares about your content, like who's like going back to your page all the time, like and like just really likes what you have to say. And so seeing those people like either come up to you or on my one-on-one calls where they're like, "Oh my God, you've helped me so much," and like actually being able to talk to them face to face, like I love that so much. And then like that helps you build friendships and like relationships. Like the girl that literally came up to me, like we like DM all the time now on Instagram because she was like super cool and stuff. So I definitely just really like those opportunities able to connect with people outside of the phone and the computer
Hmm.
because I'm always on that. So just seeing like my impact outside of that and like actually see that I've built has been by far the most rewarding thing for me. And I think when everyone's starting, that's like what they want. And so being able
Hmm.
to actually see it in real life is super cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. We got some questions coming in. Right now, we got one from K Tina. She said, Claire, if there was one piece of advice you could give to any creator, what would it be?
Well, if you're a creator like just starting out, I would say like start. Like if you've been wanting to do this for so long, like coming up with some sort of strategy that's going to help you in the long run and then sticking to it for 3 months. That's like when I first started my TikTok account, like when I had to download it for my Amazon influencer program and stuff, I told myself I was going to post 3 times a day, every day for 3 months. And I did it. Like, I literally didn't skip a day, which I'm not saying you need to go that extreme. Like, I was just kind of testing and seeing what would work so I could have like information now to tell you guys from like growing now like 2 different TikTok accounts. But yeah, I would say like coming up with some sort of strategy that's going to work for you. So, like, for me, I do like 2 different batch shooting days every week. So, a batch shooting day is when you sit down and film all your content. So I'm not sitting down every single day and like filming a TikTok video because I just like there's so much behind the scenes happens and like planning and like responding to emails and stuff. So I'll like sit down for one day and film my for the week on TikTok, and then another day I'll go out and like shoot some Instagram photos, or like if I have a brand collaboration that I need to get done that I need to dedicate a ton of time to, then I'll do that then. And that like really helps me not feel like burnt out and really over
Hmm.
not knowing like what I'm doing. And prior to the batch shooting day, I'll like on my notes app, I when I'm scrolling on TikTok, if there's a sound I like, if there's like a video that sparks an idea, if there's a video I want to stitch, I'll like put all those into my notes, and then I'll just go through the list and I'll like check them all off. So it really doesn't take me that long at all. It probably takes me like I mean, I had like 3 hours max to like do all my videos
Hmm.
for the week, which like isn't that long at all. So I would really recommend coming up with some sort of schedule that will work for you because there's also other creators that like they benefit off of like filming every single day and just doing spur of the moment things because they have a ton of ideas always like flowing through their head. So just trying to find some sort of strategy, or even like you don't even have to post every single day. Like if you think you can only, if you have like a full time job or something right now, or if you are in school, you're like, okay, I can commit to posting 3 videos a week. Like that's amazing. Like and just stick with that for 3 months
Yeah.
and then reevaluate and see like look at what videos did well, what ones didn't do well, and like how you can adjust and adapt your strategy to keep moving forward. Because I think just coming up with some sort of strategy and not like mindlessly posting is how you're actually going to be able to like succeed, and you just have to be really analytical with it.
For sure. I think I need to take some of those tips for myself. I need to kind of devise my strategy. I might take today to do that. But Claire, it's been awesome talking to you. I'm super excited. Club Infuse is super excited to have you as a creator coach. So many creators have already learned so much from you, and so many creators in our community are learning right now so much from you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our community now. Welcome, everybody. If you see Claire around the Discord, say hi, give her a warm welcome. Feel free to ask her any questions you have. You could actually unlock Claire's chat right in the Discord if you look under Creator Coaches, and check out the other offerings that she has. Super excited. Come back tomorrow to our YouTube channel to tune into Claire's educational session, and everybody, peace out. You guys have a great day. Claire, you have a great day. It's Monday. We're getting the week started. Got to stay
Yes.
excited and energized. So,
Yeah,
any
hopefully we see
any any
everyone
parting
tomorrow.
words? Yeah, we got to see
Yeah,
everybody
feel free to
tomorrow.
ask questions you guys have in the chat. I'll be active on there for like the rest of the day, I mean, and forever, I guess. But also I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow in this. We'll be going like way deeper into like more tips because this is just scratching the surface here. So I'm very, very excited to help you guys out.
All right, guys, that's us. Peace out. We'll see you later.
Bye.